Welcome back to another episode of Mrs. Danielle Davita. I am Danielle, and this is my husband, Lawrence.
Hello, how's everybody doing today?
All right, so what are we doing today, baby?
Yes, we're just gonna have like a nice Q&A session. Talk about, what men like, what men don't like, what women like, and what women don't like when it comes to relationships.
Yes, and he is going to speak for. He's going to generalize for most men, and I will generalize for women. So, but while we do that, we are going to be eating off-brand cereal to see what it tastes like. We're not big fans of cereal, but, and our kids don't eat cereal that much, but I was wondering, why is this cereal $4 and this one is like $2? So we're going to taste this cereal and see what it tastes like. So the first one we're eating, and these are all great value. It is called Fruit Spins. It's a knockoff from Fruit Loops. So we're going to try that. They look very similar. And so you want to go ahead and pour the milk?
Sure.
You can shake it out real quick.
This is great value cereal. So
Yes.
we're gonna see how valuable it really is today. Walmart cereal.
Yes.
If you're looking for it in stores, go to Walmart.
Yes. Or you can go to like off-brand stores like Food Lion, Save a Lot, and see if they have off-brand cereal and let us know what it tastes like. So, babe, what is it that you at least hear from most men that they always wish that they could know, a woman could answer for them? Why do women always, and we know women don't always or never do anything, but we're just using generalizations today. So if you could fill in the blank on behalf of men, why do women always blank? What would you ask?
Why do women always, it's going to be a controversial one. Why do women always nag? That'll probably be the first one. And I kind of understand that question is kind of loaded because, our perception of women nagging isn't really women nagging. I think it's more of the inquisitive side of women because women are better thinkers per se than men are, and women tend to kind of analyze more than men do. So I think we as men perceive that. When I say we, I say that holistically, so not including everybody in that, just looking at a large scale, we kind of take that as nagging.
I thought nagging meant like complaining and over and over and over, kind of picking at an issue.
Yeah, correct. But when you look at why women are picking at issues, they probably just want to know. They want to know more. They want more insight into what's going on. So.
These actually taste like Fruit Loops. And it was probably only I think it was only $2. If you get the actual Fruit Loops, they're like $4.30 or something.
I would definitely pay $2 for this. Look how big this box is. 21 ounces. You'll probably pay $4.99, and you'll probably get maybe a 14-ounce box of Fruit Loops.
Yeah, and when I say $2, I meant like $1.79, I believe. Nagging. Why do women nag? I would say a lot of times because the woman believes that when she asks the guy that she's dating something, an issue that's bothering her or something that she wants him to do the first time, is like he ignores it or he doesn't do it. So she finds herself asking again and again, and it get to the point, where it's like she doesn't want to nag, but she feels like she has to because asking you once doesn't get it done or doesn't stop the issue or get you to start the issue. But typically, I think there's a way that you can do that as a woman. And I've learned that, like, for example, things around the house. Sometimes you won't get to it. Ladies, tell me, if you ask your man to fix the light or something, and then 6 months go by and that light doesn't get fixed, I've learned to either ask him at least twice, and then after that I would say, well, I know you tired, baby, so I can go ahead and hire someone to do it. And he does not like to spend money on frivolous things. And I'd be like, okay, either I'll do it myself or I'll hire someone else, because I refuse to nag. But some women haven't learned the art of figuring how to get what you want. And usually he'll end up doing it because he doesn't want,
to pay for somebody else to do it.
To do something so simple like fix a light bulb.
Or I don't want to pay for somebody else to do it. And why have somebody else come and do something I can really do myself? So yeah, I don't want to pay for somebody else to do it. All right, so yeah, Fruit Loops were good. And now we're gonna try Honeygrams, which I can tell you like these because they have gone.
Yeah. Okay. So, but you didn't kind of come back to what I said. Some women feel like they're nagging because they have to keep asking the same thing over and over. So why is the guy not listening to those things?
I don't know. I mean, guys, we kind of just like, we'll get to it when we get to it. We feel like there are probably more important things going on than what you're probably telling us to do. When really, we know that that's not really the case, obviously. You know, and we don't look at it as a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, a light bulb need to be changed. It's not like the lights off in the house, you know. So, I'm bad about that. Some stuff I just won't get to, and she does have to get on to me quite a bit, just because I just feel like, okay, I'll get to it when I get to it. It's not really that relevant, you know. But I mean, most good men, if it's something serious that happens, like the AC goes out or something, obviously we're gonna fix that immediately. Not saying that's right. I know that's not right, but I'm just telling you how men think, you know. We don't feel like it's that big of a deal, and we'll kind of get to it when we get to it.
Do you think that I nag?
Hold on. I can see why you ate that whole box, because these are good. Honeygrams, these are game changer. Definitely pick some of these up. And this box is only 12 ounces, so it probably costs like 50 cents. No, I don't think you nag. You know, you're pretty good about.
I didn't eat the whole box. This was the one word that we took for a snack. And it was only halfway anyway. You know how they give you a box? And it's like,
no, I'm really mad.
Yeah.
LB, that's our son. He took like this whole thing. We told him that he takes snacks to school every day. So he's supposed to pour a snack. So he took half this box to school today.
And put it in a gallon Ziploc bag.
So I hope that lasts on the rest of the week, because he ain't getting no more snacks.
Can I get, what did you eat? Oh, you eat I'll get a cinnamon crunch, which is similar to the Honeygram crunch. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, you didn't answer the question.
Yeah, so do you nag? No, you don't nag. Sometimes you get on my nerves, but.
Well, gosh.
I'm just being honest, but you don't nag. Yeah, she's pretty. So she's pretty laid back, I gotta say. You know, when I see like some of my friends with their women and stuff like that, she's pretty laid back.
How do I get on your nerves?
I don't know, like sometimes, you know, like when I'm in the bathroom too long, you know, you'd be like, why are you in the bathroom so long? Stuff like that.
Okay. Full disclosure. I'm only saying that because if you're a woman listening, does it seem like your man is MIA in the bathroom, outside, doing whatever, in the car? Because this is the time that you have to give the kids a bath, get them ready for bed, get their homework done, and he just MIA. And it's a lot.
But even if it's not bedtime for kids, you still don't like me MIA.
Okay. So question. Why are men MIA for a very long time? An unusually long time. and usually when there's chaos, not chaos, but there's something that needs to be done, and they're MIA, and then now they're just available.
Forgive me, guys, for eating a lot. Like, I feel like I ain't eat all day, so I'm killing this cereal right now. By the way, the last one was Honeygrams Crunch, which is a bootleg honeygram, whatever you call it. So yeah,
A bootleg cinnamon toast crunch.
a bootleg cinnamon toast crunch.
And also,
So yeah, definitely go get that.
the reason why he's hungry is because we are doing this especially for this video. Normally he would be eating, so it's not that I don't feed him, but we're eating this for the video, so we didn't eat what we would normally eat.
Yeah. So what were we talking about again? You were MIA. Yeah. So I just feel like so men need like time to themselves. They want a safe haven to just relax, chill with themselves. Like that's our biggest thing. You know, we want time. Sometimes we do that in the bathroom. You got a man cave. Maybe you go in your man cave. But it's just our way to de-stress and just relax and just have time to ourselves. Whether we're on our phone or whatever the case may be, we just want to chill for a minute.
Toasted Oats. I don't know what like Cheerios. This is
Good.
not the honey nut version, so it's probably gonna taste like the bland version without the.
Yeah, it's not sweet at all.
It's like the original Cheerios, not the honey nut Cheerios. So, and it tastes.
But they're good. I mean,
It tastes like the original Cheerios.
they taste just as bad as regular Cheerios taste.
You know, like bland.
So if you like regular Cheerios, you'll like these. If you don't, you won't. Like cardboard, basically. But yeah, so yeah, I just think men need time to kind of unwind when they get home, and not to downplay or minimize women. I feel like it's kind of a balance, you know. I feel like women need that same time. Like we're all human, we're all adults. We need time back to ourselves, you know.
So if you believe that, why are you saying all what you're saying about how men need that time?
Because we do. That's how you said.
I know, but you didn't consider my time when you be gone for those times when I need to decompress.
You're right. Going forward, we'll make more time for you too. That's only fair.
Don't worry about it. Because truth be told, I'm not going to be able to do it. As soon as they get home, I'm going to go straight into mommy mode. So,
Okay, next question.
I'll probably have to just wait for the weekend for me.
That brings up my next question. Why, when men try to fix an issue, women always say something like, don't worry about it? Or men say, hey, I'm sorry for what I did. Women like, oh no, don't worry about it. You ain't sorry. You just saying that. Blah, 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 blah. But why can't, like, men like to be done with issues. Like, we like to apologize and be done with it. But I feel like women want to carry issues out, like, and talk about them and stuff. But I feel like it's only so much talking you got to do. Like, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't take the trash out this morning. Like, I don't need to have a full lecture of why I didn't take the trash out.
I don't have no conversations with you. I have our son take the trash out, or I take it out. So I don't know what you're talking about.
But you know what I'm saying. There's been times I apologize, and you be like, you just saying that.
Oh, you mean like when you say you'll make time for me? Like this sounds like a broken record kind of conversation. You mean like that?
So is that what you're saying? You saying women do that because they have a conversation too often?
Yeah. I don't think women want to have a conversation. It's because the person keeps doing the same thing. Like, you keep coming home MIA.
For like 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry for that.
It's not 10 minutes and you know it. Tell the truth.
Okay, 15 minutes. It's no longer than that.
It's 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And it's like as soon as he get home, either it's like he goes, "Hey babe, how you doing? Hey." Straight gone in the other room. I don't see him for 30 minutes. And then as soon as I feel like what he does is as soon as he's like, okay, the kid's in the bed, good, I'm out. Now he can come out.
I don't do that. So you mean to tell me I don't help at night with putting the kids in the bed?
Yes, you
on
have
a consistent basis.
You have them get in the bed, but the time leading up,
I don't change their diapers.
If I had to put it on a scale of 1 through 100, like the percentage, I'd probably say 20%.
Wow. You marginalizing my efforts.
Well, what about the 10 minutes that you say you be in the bathroom? Is it really 10 to 15 minutes?
Okay, let's say it's 20 minutes. It's no longer than that.
No, tell the truth.
And what I will say about cereal, the best part is after you eat it, the milk has like this nice sweetness to it. Game changer. Anyways, what's the next question?
Let's see. Why do men not be detailed enough when a woman asks, how do I look in this? Now, he may know she either the color isn't for her, or the outfit itself is either too fitted or too loose, or she looks raunchy, or she looks too churchy. He knows why he doesn't like it, but he'll be like, you look good, or no, you look all right. And she's like, well, what does all right mean? You look all right. Why do guys do that instead of telling the reason, the actual reason?
I mean, really, there's only two answers. Either you look good in it or you don't look good in it. I mean, so...
But if the reason is the color, then it could be fixed. If the reason is the outfit is not right for her figure, what if she go finds a different outfit and then it's the same issue? So isn't it better to tell them why?
Because sometimes we don't know why. Like, to be honest, like, we just know if it look good on you or not. Like, we're not fashion model connoisseurs. I mean, like, either yes, it looks good, no, it doesn't look good. I may not know the exact reason why, but I feel like that's something you should probably consult another woman on.
But women aren't fashion connoisseurs either. But they can explain, oh, okay, well, this color is too loud, or this color looks too dark on you. Or it's something about
I'll tell you that. I'll be like, I always say lighter shades look better on you.
Yes. So, okay. So, you don't know what the answer is. So, you either say it looks good or bad.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
No, you can ask more questions. Like,
but
you can pose more questions.
And you get annoyed.
No, the questions you ask are, can you be more detailed? Why don't you like it? Those are the questions you ask. But you could, like, maybe do like a little list. Like, do you like the color? What would this look like if it was in yellow? Oh yeah, it would look good in yellow. Or no, it won't look good in yellow. I mean, that's just kind of some questions you can maybe ask.
Okay. Well, let's see. I would think that after 12 years, when I ask, you should kind of know what I'm looking for now. The style, the color, the look, the length, as it relates to me.
Would you say I'm the same man you married?
Yeah.
Okay, well then why would I say anything different?
Okay.
I'm just fine.
Okay, so I guess it's your turn to ask me the question. What would you ask a woman? Why do you all do blank, blank, blank?
Here's a question. Why do women not get along with each other?
I get along with most women, but I will say that being around other women are sometimes catty. And what I found out is that sometimes women are jealous and they take it out on you. I also find that sometimes women have an issue with you, and and I think with most people, but women sometimes, because we're more emotional beings, they may have an issue with you and they don't even seem to be adult-like to address what's wrong. Like, just say what's bothering you without an attitude. Just say what's bothering you. But a lot of women don't like to do that. They just kind of harness the attitude, snap at you. A lot of women believe the whole "I'm gonna tell it how it is," so they kind of use their words to break you down. And women speak differently when speaking to someone of the opposite sex. They may not do that. Some may do that to both. But you have some women that may be real nice to men when they're around men, and then when they're around women, they're catty. So I know women that are like that. So I think that's why. And sometimes women view other women as competition instead of friends. So.
Interesting. Yeah, men are a little bit more simplistic when it comes to that thing, but yeah.
Why do men not be honest when they're dating a woman if he doesn't like her? Honest about his feelings. Instead, he kind of leads her on, and they go in this relationship for a long time, and that's not what he really wanted.
I feel men that do that probably maybe either they don't know what they want or they have ulterior motive. You know, so like if a man's staying in a relationship but he doesn't really like the person, you know, is he in a relationship for the money? Is he in a relationship because he gets a free place to stay? You know, is he in a relationship for sex? It could be any of those things.
Or that he haven't found the one he wanted, huh? So he's settling with her until that.
Maybe some men just don't want to be alone too, yeah. And they just want to be with somebody else. You know, they just want to be with somebody until they find the person they want. That's why, you know, I think women have to be careful of situations like that. And, you know, if a woman is the only one giving in a relationship and there's no, and it's not a reciprocal relationship, then, you know, that's not really a relationship you want to be in, especially long term. There could be some red flags there. Like if he doesn't take you anywhere, you know, you guys are always at home, or, you know, you know, anything like that, or he doesn't take you around to see the family, or he's rude all the time, or always in a bad mood for some reason, you know, then he might have a side chick somewhere, you know, or he may not have a genuine interest in having a relationship with you. So, you know, it's good to not even put yourself in those type of situations. You know, that's why you should vet who you're going to be with first and take relationships slow. I see a lot of people rush into relationships and do things, you know, like move in after knowing somebody for like 2 or 3 months. Like, that's just crazy. And I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, it won't work as a relationship, but I mean, why even put yourself in that type of predicament? You know, you're letting all your guards down just to be with somebody. So, and especially men, because men have an art of getting what they want out of women. So, you know, at the same time, women have something that men want, you know, whether it be respect, whether it be affection, whether it be sex. So how can you leverage those things that you have to ensure that you protect yourself, protect your heart, and make sure that you don't get into a compromising position with the wrong type of person?
Yeah. All right. A few more questions. I think it's one of these kind of questions that a lot of people want to know, but I don't think that they get an honest answer sometimes from people on social media. A man spends a lot of money on the first date. the woman should put out?
No, that's just crazy. That's just crazy.
Do you think it's the man's fault that he spent that much money on the first date?
Yes, that's his fault, definitely. First off, a woman really shouldn't be telling you where you're taking them. You know, obviously you can kind of find out what the woman likes, but at the end of the day, if you're the one paying, then you should probably have some sense of control over the situation as far as where you guys are gonna go eat at. So, like, if you're spending out money, if a man's spending out money just to try to get some, like that's.
What if a guy takes a woman on a date? How can he control the money if, when it's time for her to order, she orders expensive things?
Oh, well, if he ain't got the money, he shouldn't take her to an expensive restaurant. So,
right, assuming it's not an extremely expensive restaurant, she just is ordering things like a whole bottle of champagne, which most people just ask for a glass, or she'll order a steak and another meal, like 2 meals. You know, there's some women that actually do that. They order more than one thing because they're going to take one home for lunch. Or there are women that, you know, order extra stuff. They overdo it. Because you can actually go to any restaurant and overdo it.
I feel like, you know, I don't really see it as like a big deal. I mean, that might be a red flag to, like, if we're going to have another date. Like, are you just using me to get a free meal? That might be something you want to think about. But I mean, if you're invested in the date and, you know, you already said you was going to pay, I feel like that's some things you could try to take into account before you go on the date.
So you're saying have the money, just have the money.
Yeah, even if it's a first date, I wouldn't take anybody to an expensive restaurant on a first date. Not like a 5-star or even a 4-star restaurant. Like a first date is going to be like a 2 or 3-star restaurant. Like, I mean, I'm talking like Chili's or Applebee's or something like that. And that'll tell you if the woman is really invested in the date for you and to get to know you and to see what your worth is. But like,
you know, there's some women that won't even date a guy who's going to take her to a chain restaurant.
Okay, well then guys don't need to date that woman. That tells you everything you need to know right there. You know, hey, okay, cool. That saves me some money.
Now, I did a video similar to this, and the answer was, like you said, you know, the guy goes, you go to a restaurant and not focus on the money, and you can offer to pay, so he knows that you're not about the money if you want, or you can allow him to pay if the woman is concerned that she has to put out, or do a coffee type date, you know, like a Starbucks.
Yeah, you can do that too.
You can just walk.
Like just a get to know you type soiree. You know, hey, you know, just let's you know, let's go for a walk in the park. Let's go, yeah.
You okay?
Let's go to Starbucks. Yeah, actually, I think that's a more ideal first date because I feel like, you know, it's not the cliche take you out for a fancy meal and go to a movie. Like, I feel like that's what everybody tries to do. So I feel like maybe going to like a winery or a Starbucks or something like that. And then not even having like a dinner date, you know, like change the whole element. Like, hey, let's go meet for lunch, or let's have like a lunch date or something like that, you know, or let's go out for breakfast. Something like that would be kind of cool. So
yeah, I agree with that. What do you think about men saying if the woman wants to go on a date after 5, she should give it up because that's expected at nighttime?
Oh yeah, that's just crazy too. Like, that's just nonsense. I mean, it's expected at nighttime. What does that even mean? Like, does that mean like people only have sex at night? Like, that's just stupid. Anybody who says something like that is just like a complete idiot. Like, or thinks something like that. I feel like, you know, first off, that's very demeaning to women to even like put something in the air like that.
I think it's scary because now men are gonna be doing certain things and strong arming women, and we live in a Me Too society, and it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I feel like, you know, it could be a catalyst for a lot of bad events happening, unfortunately. That's why words are strong and what people say has a lot of meaning, especially influencers. That's why, you know, you have to kind of be careful about who you listen to, the type of energy they're putting out, because that can easily be, you know, transferred, and you know, it puts you in a bad predicament or bad situation.
So what about men who are influencers and they feel that they're speaking for other men, because a lot of men have grievances about women going on dates, taking their money, which there are some women who use men for meals, and to get a free meal or to do whatever, and they have no intention on going on another date, or they will go on more dates, but it's only revolved around taking to get something to eat or a expensive place. What about those influencers they feel like they are advocating for people who have been taken advantage of so many times? And so men are now angry and they feel like this is a way to take things in their own hand. Well, if I have to come out with these kind of restaurants you want me to, if I have to give you this kind of date, I must get something in return.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, especially as a man, like, why do you need somebody else advocating for you for the type of woman you meet, you know, you take out on a date? Like, I mean, I feel like that's kind of, I don't know, that's not really, I just don't feel, I feel like it's kind of out of character for men. Like, why do you need somebody to advocate for you? Because you can't pick somebody to go on a date with.
Well, no, they're advocating, I think they're speaking, they're the spokesperson for men, not just on the whole date thing, but in general about relationships and the dating. And they feel like, okay, well, this is an issue that men have. They're having issues on dates.
Well, I feel like people like that probably already have issues of their own. So, you know, whether they've been hurt in the past by a woman, you know, you got to watch some of these influencers on YouTube and other social media outlets, and really understand and think about what they're saying, and really understand if that really aligns with a moral framework of thinking. And you'll see clearly that it doesn't. Like, so basically they're bashing women, right? You know, so you probably have simp-like men who have been hurt, or, you know, who, you know, had to spend too much money on a date, and now, you know, they're finding a refuge, so to speak, to run to on YouTube or any other social media outlet for someone to tell them, oh, it's not your fault, you know, it's the women's fault. No, I mean, just man up and find somebody who's not going to take advantage of you. I mean, people get taken advantage of every day. Like, there's no adult out here that hasn't been taken advantage of at some point in their life. If you find XYZ woman that you take out and you find out that she only goes out with you for the meal, okay, then you want to play back in your mind. Where did I meet this person at? You know, what were some of her characteristics? And then maybe you want to try to find something a little bit different or meet someone somewhere else. You know, I mean...
So what you're saying is the same thing I tell women. If you keep meeting the same kind of people, it's not them, it's you. Because then you have a vetting issue. You keep finding the same, even though they're different women, it's the same mindset. So if you keep dealing with women of the same mindset, it's a vetting issue. It's something that you're not,
absolutely.
You're not looking, you're going to the same place. So if you go to the club, you're going to get the same type of people. If you go to church, you might get the same type of people. If you go to the grocery store, you're going to get you're going to get different type of people in those different scenarios, but women of the same feather flock together. So if you go to those same areas, those women may be typically the same. So don't just look at the body. Don't just say she looks good. Actually look to see what else she provides, if she's even worth going on the first date. And I would say the same thing, because women probably have the same issue. Every time I go on a date, this is what a guy wants. Well, where are you getting these men? And, you know, are you requiring that they have to have this kind of money? Because men of a certain kind of money are going to be, they're used to getting a certain kind of thing, so they may expect that from you. Not always, but I don't know. It sounds like what you're saying is how they're choosing women is really the issue, not the woman itself.
Correct. Yep.
If you have questions that you want us to go over and say, you know, let us know. Let us know what your thoughts are, and we can start doing more videos together like this. So I definitely want you to come back.
Okay, cool.
You think you can do that?
Yeah, I might have to charge you, but I can do it.
Well, thanks for watching. This is Danielle DeVita, and this is again my husband Lawrence. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.